Today I'm going to be trying out this new app called Pencil, which if you've seen some of my previous videos, you know I've been searching for a really good design tool that blends AI agents and design. And honestly, I haven't been very satisfied with some of the MCP tools that I've shown previously for Figma. So I'm going to show you today, Pencil blends a lot of the AI tools. It really feels like an AI first design tool. So I'm going to just jump right into this. The setup was really easy. All I did was downloaded Pencil from their site, pencil.dev, go to their download page, grab the one that works for your machine. They support Mac, Windows, and Linux. And then if you want, go ahead and grab one of the extensions. If you use one of these editors, you'll also need either Claude Code CLI or Codex CLI installed on your machine. That's what Pencil is going to use under the hood. So after you've got it installed, you're going to be met with this screen here to set up your agent and your MCP. For me, I'm going to use Claude Code, and you can see it's already connected to my subscription. And then for MCP integrations, I'm just going to leave all of these on. And then a little bit later, I'll also show you how you can set this up with Claude Desktop. So I'm just going to close this out. And then this is the application here. You'll see it's very familiar to Figma. It's got an infinite canvas. I can do, the zooming out, holding command and zooming with my mouse. I can hold spacebar and drag my canvas around. It's got a very familiar feel, the same sort of concepts, frames. It's got the layers over here on the left. You can also import Figma files directly. So this is their quick start, the basics, click run. It's got the interactive prototyping type of feel built in, and it's going to get the editor state. So you can see it's looking for objects, very similar to the MCP that I showed you for Figma. And it's reading the frame. You kind of saw it doing that little blue animation there. It's kind of scanning the frame, the document. It's taking a screenshot as well to look at the frame that it just took. So it actually sees what it's looking at here. And it says frame 1 is in dark mode. Design system has a mode theme. So just with that little button click, you can see it kind of working. And mind you, I didn't do anything else. I didn't have to set anything up. This already saw that I had Claude Code set up. The MCP was ready to go. It's using Claude Opus 4.6. So just the first out of the box setup, very satisfying. So I'm going to keep going, and you can see just the little welcome screen. Here's a second run button they have. It says add 3 more rows to step 2 with some funny rover names. So let's see what it does. It's scanning that little frame there, and it can see the table structure. It's a table. So there it goes. It just added those with some new rover names. Now I understand the hierarchy. Look at that. It's showing you as it goes what it's doing. And then it's going to actually take a screenshot to verify what it's done. Table looks great with all 7 rows displaying. Here's what added. So rolls a lot, oops, opportunity, and Dust Bunny 3000. So I'm going to go out to step 3 and let's see, design a dashboard in the step 3 frame for a rover management platform using the components. Add a sidebar for navigation, add rover stats with the available rovers for rent. All right, let's go ahead and hit it. So it's got my prompt here in the agent chat. We'll just see, kind of let it work. And you can see it's actually got a plan here. So it found the frame and the design variables. Let me inspect the key components I'll need. The sidebar. So you can see it's actually looking at this component system here, the design system. It's finding the components that it needs to build my request. Now I have a thorough understanding of the components, and there it goes, generating that prompt. This is pretty amazing, honestly. This is what I've wanted when I was searching for that Figma MCP, and I've created 3 videos now on Figma and MCPs, just searching for a tool that lets you work with design. And this has been by far the most satisfying. So let's see, what is it doing? It's now going to build the table. It's already got the sidebar all mapped out here. It's got the little metric cards, the search, and then now it's building out that table. This is pretty cool. Again, this is a lot faster than the MCP. You can see it just kind of crunching away here, building out this entire system and building out this prompt. And it's using the design elements from this component system here. All 5 ROs are in and taking a screenshot to verify. So I really like that it's doing that self-verification step. It's actually checking its work after it completes the request, taking another final screenshot, and you can even unfold this. There's the screenshot that it took. Rover management dashboard is complete in the step 3 frame. Here's what was built: sidebar navigation, Rover HQ branding with the system logo, status cards, available rovers table. So what I want to try now is, I've seen some videos. They've got the ability to use pre-existing component systems. So I'm going to try that out. I'm going to go to new file, and then I'm going to go to kits. So I'm going to go ahead and choose ShadCN because that's what I use a lot when building apps. So let's see, they've got another run button here. Design a dashboard with a sidebar on the left into dashboard utility frame for a utility company showing current usage and history. And then we've got the design system over here. So this is the ShadCN design system. And then they've got another prompt for dashboard revenue. Let's go ahead and run this. I'll start by gathering the context about the editor state and design inspiration. So let's see, it's looking at the document and it found the design system frame. And so then it's scanning some of those design system elements. You can see it kind of looking at all of those elements, reading the objects. So there it goes. It's already going to go ahead and design the dashboard. Very cool. Creating those metric cards. And just like in one of my last videos, this part of the video, I'm not really cutting, not speeding it up at all. This is real time, how quickly this MCP or this agent is working on the design. I want to let you just kind of see in real time what this feels like. So I'm not editing the video here. And at least to me, this feels pretty fast. Like I'm not a designer, but I would not be able to design a dashboard this quickly. It's already creating the revenue, the chart, bar chart here, recent activity. And what is it doing? Building the revenue chart still. All right, so now it's going to do the revenue history table. And then it's going to go ahead and verify it. There it goes. Okay, so now it's going to verify, taking the screenshot. And there you go. It's got it verified. Dashboard looks well structured. Check a few more details. Zoom in, take another screenshot. So it's actually checking each of those metric panels, checking each of the sections independently. Table looks great with properly aligned columns. So it's actually checking its work on all of those pieces that it designed. Let's take a closer look here. So it's got all of the nav bar, it's got the metric panels here, and all of this is following the ShadCN system. I want to try, let's go ahead and see what it feels like to modify something. Change the trend bars to a blue color instead. Reorder the metric panels, subscriptions first, then revenue, then MMR, then average value. So let's see if it can take my prompt and adjust what it's built here. So it's looking at those bars, boom, blue. And then let's see if it reorders those metric panels. There we go. So I said subscriptions, revenue, MMR. That was so fast, I kind of missed it. So because Pencil is using an MCP server under the hood, you should be able to use whatever MCP client you want. So in this case, I might want to use Claude Desktop. So I just need to go to my Claude JSON file, .claude.json, and then find this MCP settings here for Pencil. And then in my Claude Desktop, I should be able to go to developer and then edit config, Claude Desktop config in the application support folder. So then in MCP servers, I can just go ahead and drop that in for Pencil. So after I've restarted it, I can go back to developer, and now Pencil is running. So now I'll go to a new chat, and let me kind of shrink this down a bit. Using Pencil MCP, do you see the dashboard revenue frame? Okay, searching tools, Pencil, and we'll say always allow. So it's going to use that tool. Yes, I can see dashboard revenue frame. Perfect. So let's go ahead and say adjust the revenue trend bars to show a growth day-to-day exponential. And then we'll see, I said always allow. There we go. It's scanning that page. Found the bar chart. Allow. And failed on batch design. Let's see. Let's let it keep trying. Found the chart. Heights are currently, let me update them to show exponential growth from Monday to Sunday. So it's getting guidelines from the tool. We'll see if it can make that change. Okay, we needed to say allow. Failed tool call. Okay, there we go. Boom. So now I want to try to see what it's like to take this to code. So I'm going to go ahead and start Claude here. And this is just my alias to do bypass permissions. So I'll type MCP. Great. So Pencil's connected. And then I'll say using the revenue dashboard frame in Pencil, I want you to inspect that design and create a code version of that. Use the ShadCN component system just like the design is, and create a working page for me to open up in my browser. So let's see if it can do this. All right, so the same thing, it's going to get the editor state, and there it goes. It's kind of scanning my design, getting the variables. So it's looking at every single component, the sidebar as well. And it's going to get some more details about the header buttons. So now it's got all of the design details. Project is empty. I'll create a self-contained HTML page with Tailwind CSS and Lucid icons that faithfully reproduces the design. I'm going to stop it there because I want it to go a little bit further than that. I want you to create a framework app. So use TanStack Start and use the real ShadCN UI design system. Set both of those up and then use this design to guide your development. You should be able to use the ShadCN UI library to reproduce this design. So I don't really want it to just reproduce this app with CSS with Tailwind. I want it to use ShadCN because that's what this component design system was using. So I've got some skills installed. So it's using those for TanStack Start and for Tailwind. I'll link to the skill repo that I have installed these from if you'd like to use them. So I have all of the design data and the framework guidance. Let me set up the project step by step. So it's going to set up that TanStack Start project. It's going to set up Tailwind and then build that dashboard. So I'll just let this keep working. And then when it's done, I'll come back and I'll show you the final output. So there it is running at 3004. Boom. Look at that. And it's got the ShadCN design system all in place here. Pretty cool. To go from design to code that quickly and to have it use all of those components that I specified, this was amazing. I'm really impressed with Pencil. So let me know what you think in the comments. That's it for now. If you found the video useful, please give it a like and subscribe for more in the future. Thanks for watching.